Sick of getting blisters? Stop slipping and just be comfortable with Pure Grip Socks Pro. Great fit, great comfort, lots of grip, and an even better price. Available now at puregripsocks.com.
The biggest lie in the football boot industry, despite what all the big brands try to push on consumers with their marketing, is that football boot performance is not getting better. And feel free to share your opinion on this topic down below in the comment section, because there are quite a few angles to come at it from. But in my opinion, if you take a prime Messi as an example and put him in the latest football boots from Adidas, he doesn't get any better. And before I go into more detail on this point, there are two exceptions to this general statement, and that is one, if your football boots are horribly uncomfortable, if they're causing you constant blisters and are literally a pain to wear, that's going to impact performance negatively. And then traction is another point to consider. If your football boots are the wrong stud pattern for the playing surface, as an example, and simply not providing the traction that they should be providing, that again would be a legitimate performance disadvantage. But if those two are not factors, which realistically they shouldn't be if you pick the right boots for you, then like I said, no football boot will really give you any performance gains, new or old. Despite all of these big brands pushing their new performance enhancing technologies on consumers, the performance isn't really changing based on the boots. Players aren't getting faster because speed boots are getting better. Players are getting faster because the training is getting better. You'll have a good touch because you've trained to have a great touch, not because you're wearing a pair of control boots. And despite what a lot of people believe, your football boots have no idea which position you're playing. In other words, it legitimately is the player and not the boots. But with that in mind, that is not to say that football boots are not an incredibly important piece of equipment for you as a player. I definitely think that some boots will be better than others for you specifically based on personal preference. Fit and shape is absolutely critical as it relates to overall comfort, as well as certain objective performance characteristics. The feel of the upper, more padded or less padded, is very much a personal preference thing. And there are a bunch of other factors that I think need to be considered as it relates to what you like the fit and feel of, because there is something to be said about being really comfortable in a pair of football boots versus playing in a pair that you don't like quite as much. But again, I don't necessarily think that even if you're in the perfect pair of football boots, that you are going to perform at a higher level than if you were wearing something less perfect. Placebo effect is a real thing, and you definitely can gain confidence from a certain pair of football boots on your feet. But is it really because of the performance characteristics of those football boots causing you to perform better? Or is it because you believe you're going to perform better because you're wearing certain boots? Until there's a pair of football boots or a technology that would legitimately put you at an advantage from a performance standpoint compared to anybody else not wearing the same football boots, there is absolutely no reason to buy the latest and greatest products with the latest and greatest technology with the belief that it's going to make you perform better, because in reality, it is not making a difference. So the next time the new version of the boots you already have comes out, unless you legitimately need a new pair or you just want a pair and can justify them, realize that there are no true performance gains to be had. You're simply buying something that's a little bit different. And that's coming from somebody that loves boots, has tried more than you can possibly imagine, but unfortunately, that's the truth. New boots are great, new boots are exciting, but new boots are not necessarily better at all.